Hey everybody, this is Christine Bertram, and I am coming to you live from the Hive on a Saturday afternoon. It is 2 p.m. Central here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and we are going to do our best to do the Texture Chic Memories and More card making class. I thought no better time than the present, and I think I have everything pretty much pulled together so that we can make these 15 cards. This is the class that was supposed to be on Thursday night. There I am, found myself. Hi Mary Lemke, hi Betty Pyle. I woke up on Thursday morning and I was congested, and I thought, oh, it'll get better throughout the day. Well, it apparently doesn't get better throughout the day. It was just in my nose and in my head, you guys, but I sounded like crap, and I didn't want to put anybody through that. Hi, Linda Hall. And then Friday came, and my nose was stuffed up again, and I sounded a little bit worse. So by the time Friday night came, you guys, last night, I didn't want to do it, and I am feeling better now. My ear's a little bit clogged, but I think I'm okay. Judy's here. You want to say hi, Judy?
Hi.
Judy's here helping me. We're getting ready for the summer creative escape. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Karen. And she said I sounded better today than I did yesterday because she was here yesterday helping me. Hi, Dawn Funk. So sorry for the throwing everybody's schedule off, including my own. This was going to be my weekend to work on stuff for the escape. Hi, Mary Ellen from California, still on vacation. Thanks for sharing. So I don't know who is going to be able to catch, but you guys know whenever, hi, Penny Powell from rainy Florida, and I know it's hot by you too. I hope you got your air conditioner. I think something was broken and you needed something fixed. I hope it got fixed. Hi, Pat Piscopio. So just know that if I ever don't do a live when I'm supposed to, and you guys can't do it at the time that it's scheduled, the replay is always available. So there you go. I'm getting warm. You got to strip the layers, guys. So yeah, so I'm feeling better. I'm not 100%. I'd say I'm at like 80%, but I've been functioning this whole time. Hi, Randy Schultz. And I know you guys that are going to be like my mom are going to yell at me because I probably should have rested more than I did, but I did rest. I got 9 hours of sleep. Hi, Kira Lee Crab. Oh, you're planning to bring stuff tomorrow. Perfect. I should be here tomorrow. Thanks for sharing, Sharon. Functioning, just not at a point where you guys would want to hear my voice. So today I was like, okay, it's time to do this because if we don't do this today, I roll into next week and we have the Summer Creative Escape. And for those of you that are watching this, that are doing Let's Just Stamp with me on Monday, I just realized on Monday that it's really not going to work to do the class I have planned at 1 because I'm going to have people here helping me in the Hive, getting ready for the Summer Creative Escape. And I don't know why I booked it on the Monday before the escape. Hi, Pam Simmons. Your first time here. Woohoo. Well, happy Saturday to you. Hi, Sue Thomas. So for those that are doing Let's Just Stamp with me on Monday, just know your kits are already probably at your door. Just hang on to them. I think what I'm going to do is push Let's Just Stamp from the 11th to the 18th. Same time, 1 o'clock, Monday afternoon. It's just that by the 18th, the escape will be past me. And if you guys, I don't know if you can see this, but do you see all that red back there? Judy, I'll make sure I don't get you on camera. Hi, Denise. So all those red piles over there, and then there's some green ones. That's all designer series paper. Basically how I set up the goodie bags for the Summer Creative Escape is everybody gets like a quasi product share that I do. So you get a brick of the designer series paper, so a 6x6, one each of every sheet of the designer series paper, and the specialty papers, the foils and all the vellums and the glimmer. And then you also get an assortment of the embellishments and also the ribbon. And so that's what you get in your goodie bag. And because it's around $50, hi Darla Zell, hi Becky Gandolfo. Becky, your check came today. I'm pretty sure it was a check. Let me just check. I checked my mail today. Becky, I got your envelope today. So this came, and Sue Somerville, if you're watching, I got yours today too. So the goodie bag, you guys also qualify then for some sale-a-bration products. So I put quarters of all of the paper products into your goodie bag. So I do have spots left for that Summer Creative Escape. I have planned for 88 people, and I believe I have like 83 signed up. So there's still open spots if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or discount shopper and want to get in on that. So, all right, you guys. I have to remember to breathe because I'll get going a mile a minute and I'll be like, whew, I'm a little lightheaded. So yeah, so that's what's coming up Monday. You guys know Let's Just Stamp, but I do have my club class Monday night. And then I still have the showcase on Tuesday. And I think I'm going to sneak that in and make that work. I just don't want to do a class with a lot of activity going on here. So, but everybody that signed up for Let's Just Stamp, I will be emailing you directly just to let you know that and give you a heads up. So, all right, we're going to get right into the class, you guys. And this was my ad hoc class that got added sometime in June. You guys really loved the hand-penned Memories and More card making class that we did in June. It was May. And so I asked, well, do you guys want to do that? Oh, Sherry Stewart, if you're interested in the Summer Creative Escape, you can find all the detail. I think that's what you said interested for. If you are interested, and that's what it is, go to my calendar of events for July 14th, 15th, or 16th. Thanks, Becky. And or the 17th. All the details for my Creative Escape can be found. They're all the same each day, like the details. And so you can read all the information and let me know if you'd want to get in on one of those boxes. So, yeah, it's going to be good. So the Texture Chic was added on. So I generally don't book a lot of classes between like the 4th of July week because people are traveling and doing things. Hi, Barb Johnson. But I snuck this class in, and on Wednesday night I was still good. And I had about 7 people here. And Judy was here, and she's feeling good. So I must not have been, but like, she's here. She said it was good. But Carissa then, she told me today she was here on Wednesday, and she didn't feel so good this morning. But I don't know. I can't say if I gave it to her or not. but Judy's good. That's good. She's good. And everybody else was good too. But I had the class on Wednesday. But I generally don't do anything the week of 4th of July because it's the time off for people for the holidays. But my point is I snuck this class in. And so this was an extra ad hoc, and I am so grateful I did, you guys. And there's Carissa, she's watching. I love it. Hi, Linda Kester. Because you guys, we had 27 people sign up for this class for the online version. And I had 8, including myself, my kits. I counted my kits in. So I made 8 for the in-person. And I still have 1 set left that I could mail out early this week. I would just have to get the product ordered because it's a product-based class. I have my kits ready, but I don't have the necessarily Memories and More card pack and all that good stuff. So if anybody was on the fence about this class and they see now that they want it, you just got to let me know quickly and I'll confirm it in the messages. And if I don't hear it in the messages, if somebody reaches out to me via email, I'll check after class. But usually if I only have 1, it's gone pretty quick. So, all right, so let's do roll call really quick so I can call out to those people that attended, that are doing the online version. So, hi, Chris and Joy Wrench. There's Joy. So Joy was visiting with me. She was up from North Carolina with her husband, Chris, and Griffin, and Sherry and Bill. They were our North Carolina family that came up for the past weekend. So, yay, Joy's watching. Okay, so roll call. We have Sarah Merchant, Doris Munson, Mary Lemke, Becky Rohrer, Becky Gandolfo. You guys signed up right back to back. Feline Mays, Mitzi Stanley, Sherry Stewart, Beverly Smith, Mo Stites, Carla Lake, Shirley Malarkey, Linda Hunt, Kathy McMahon, Julie Satterley, Patsy Roberts, Gwen Petrashek, Karen Forward, Cheryl Thomas, Kat Birch, Chris Niebaum, Cindy Entringer, Jeannie Parker, Sue Spiegner. It's probably the first time I've said your name out loud, Sue. It's Spiegner, I think, or maybe the G is silent. Barbara Moynan, Marcia Dean, Cindy Runtree, and then question mark for somebody else. Hi, Linda Hunt is here. Woohoo. And then in person, I'll just call out, we had Anna Zastro, Elaine Rebeck, Judy Immel, Carissa Alberts, Tracy Gruby, Joyce Kornick, Gail Kane. So yay, a big class. Hi, Karen. I am feeling better now. Still not 100%, so I may sound a little bit off to you guys, but we're working through it. We're going to make it happen. Karen, I'm not sure if you picked up your card kits, but they might have been underneath the counter yesterday yet. So maybe you got them though later on. So there's Cindy Runtree. Woohoo. So Cindy, I don't know if you saw my email. I haven't checked my email much. We've been working on Summer Creative Escape since 9 this morning, but I have your card kits going out in the mail this week. So yes, so I went from having no class in the works, and all of a sudden 36 people signed up for a class. So that's exciting. So, hi, Teen Turboligger. Happy to see you too, virtually, right? Okay, perfect, Cindy. I haven't checked my email, so I'll check that. I'm thinking you're okay with that. You're pretty easygoing, so I appreciate that. All you guys are so easygoing. I'm patient with you, and you're patient with me, and life is good. So, all right, you guys. So I'm gonna flip the camera down, and we're gonna get started. But before I do that, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about this class. The main thing about this class is that we get our stuff organized first. And when I flip the camera down, I'll show you what I mean by that. And I'll show you what was included in the packaging or in your goodie bag or like your product-based class. So I created a PDF tutorial, and I'm going to actually pull that up on my phone. And I usually have a printed copy, but I gave away the 4 printed copies I had for in-person. I gave them away, and I didn't think to have Judy bring hers back. So we're going to work off the PDF on my phone for a little bit, and just to show you how it works in case you guys get emails from me and how to bring it up on your phone. I think I might just show you that process. But I set up these cards, I set it up a little differently this time with how to organize it. Getting organized is going to be the best thing you can do before you start going into this. You're going to be a lot more efficient. And I've learned that with this class. If we get everything laid out, it's just a rock and a roll right through it. So we're going to look for Texture Chic in my outbox here because I know I just sent it to Cindy maybe yesterday. We got her email working good. So let's see if I can because I'm going to pull up the PDF. Send it to testing 1 2 3 was the email to Cindy. Yes, I found it. Okay, so I'm gonna flip down here. So I'm going to pull up the Word document. And so when you guys take a class with me, any class where it's an online class, I write a PDF tutorial. And it's gonna be really hard for you guys to see this little font. So don't worry about it, but I always have an introductory thing. But then I have always a picture of the card and then the directions. And so how the PDF is, we're going to go all the way to the very end and start backwards and work our way forward. So I'm going to use this as a guide to help me lay out everything. So I've got that ready. So I'm going to keep that right here. Hi, Cindy Bassett. Okay, so I'm going to keep that right there so I can see it. And so those that are taking the class with me just know we're working backwards in the PDF tutorial. So in your goodie bag, or in your product, what you got in your packaging, you got a full pack of the opal rounds. Hi, Faye Russell from Granite Falls, North Carolina. You got your in-color opal rounds. They're perfect for this product. So I got to give a shout out to Carissa. Carissa was over, I don't know, a month and a half or 2 ago, and she helped me lay this all out and like kind of help lay out the cards. And this is what we came up with, and so it was great teamwork. So you guys will have a note card, or so the memories and more packed like this. You'll also have a full roll of the white ribbon. You guys, candy. So Tyler's hiding candy in the hive, and he hid this right up on my stand, and so when I moved it, it fell down. So he likes to surprise me with things. He even puts them up on the ceiling fans, and they fell on people not on people, but like they didn't hurt anybody. But they fell on the tables when we were having class, and so he likes to let me know that he's around. So you have this card pack. You guys also got the note cards and envelopes, which are here. So you got 4 things, these 4 things. Don't worry about the ribbon or the embellishments for right now, okay? So what we want to focus on first is opening up these 2 things. And when you open these up, you want to pull out these note cards. All the note cards are the same. So there's 20 of them. So the way that Chris and I laid this out is that you only need 10 of these note cards or card bases. You don't even have to worry about the envelopes for right now. The envelopes are awesome. They're pretty. They're decorated. You don't need to do anything. And if you choose to make your envelopes into something else, look at that pretty paper there. You could always cut this up and use that as a mat on anything. Okay, so the envelopes are decorated for you. You don't need to do anything. So technically, set these off to the side. You'll leave them be. And when it comes to your bases here, so I refer to this as the card base. So you need 10 of them. So you want to go 1, 2, 3. That might have been 4. Yep, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you technically should have 10 left. I don't think I do because I used this for something else along the way. Oh, Judy's got Love coming in. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you need 10 of these. So just hang on to them. You also, in your packet from me, you got this extra chunk of cellophane. So when Chris and I put this together, we not only used these 10 card bases, but we made 5 additional cards for you, and we added lots of layers to the design. So that's what this all is. So just hang on to this off to the side for now, and we're gonna put all of this here while this is all extra here too. So this was as a whole nother set. So don't even look at that. So you have your card pack here. When we design this, you are only using half of this too. So the great thing about this class for you guys that are getting it is that you will have half of it left to do more cards with. They can pretty much be the same if you add in a whole nother packet of this, but I only gave you 1 packet. Like the class was to make 15 cards. But just know by adding in more bases and more mats, you could almost double this class very easily. All right, so cardboard on the back, gone. And then now when you have this, you have 2 of everything, you guys. So easiest way to do this is just split it into 2 piles. So you have 2 sets of sticker sheets. These are stickers. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. So you got your 2 sticker sheets. Now I refer to these as large card mats. Hang on. I was told I gotta drink water. Judy just chuckled to herself. And Judy was the one that told me, make sure you drink your water. So these 2, divide them. 1, 2, 1, 2, back and forth. Okay? We're doing this because you only need half. Okay? These as well. You only need half. So same process. Don't even worry what they look like at this point. All you're going to do is divide them. And I believe that as long as they're back to back, it works easy. Sometimes they'll throw one of these out of order like that. Did you notice that? It didn't have a matching pair to it. Oh, but look at this. Judy, I've got 3 of this one and only 1 of this one.
So there was 2 packs screwed up.
So here's the thing, you guys. As you're going through your packs, so what happened to Anna on Wednesday night in person, she was missing 2 or 3 designs. So I have a new pack coming for her. But so I just caught this. I have the right number of cards. And this happens, but it happens very rarely, you guys. But if it does happen, you can either make do or you can call me if you've gotten it through me, or call your demonstrator, whoever you got it through. But like in this case, one of these cards is not like the other one, right? But this card right here should have been the same. And then these are the same. But what's happening here is these are different. I have the right number. I'm going to set these off to the side. I think I have the right number of card mats, but I think 1 is extra and 1 is short. So let's just keep going because that shouldn't have happened. That is not normal, but it can happen. Like we were dividing up paper this morning and there was an extra sheet in one of the packs. Yesterday there was an extra note card in one of the packs. But so here's what I have. I have 2 options. To do this class, I'm good because I have the one I need and I have this one. And then I have 1 here and this is supposed to be something else. But for now, I'm not going to worry about it. Stampin' Up! Has always been great to me. They send me extras when I have stuff going on. So I personally wouldn't call them because of that. But if you as the customer are not happy with not having 2 of that one, they would send a whole new pack and replace it. I promise you they would. So if anybody that is taking this class with me, anybody who did this class, if you find out that your pack isn't up to snuff or up to par, you let me know. Like Anna was missing some from hers, and so they're sending me a new pack already shipped yesterday. So just know that Stampin' Up! Does make right by theirs, and I thought, well, I'm gonna go with it and see what happens. We even talked about this on Wednesday. What happens if I'm doing my live and you see that it's not there? Well, they make it right. So that's my point. So no worries there. So, but this is basically everything then that we need to get started on our next step. So you have your large, what did Carolee say? Hang on. So Carolee, back up a couple. I agree, Carolee. So I don't know, you said back up a couple, but I don't know if you meant for me to back up a couple. You had 3 of another one too. Did I really? Oh man. Okay, you guys are... So this was the one I knew. Hang on. If you guys are telling me I had 3 of another one, let's see what happens here. Maybe I went really fast with it. Hang on. We can double check. We've got time. And sometimes if you guys write vaguer comments, I don't always know what you're referring to. So I think you meant that I had... Oh, you're right. Well, hang on. That goes with this one. I had an extra one. Huh. Okay. So do you see what just happened there? I even had an extra one of that one. So this one is the same. You're right. I had 3 of that one. Because that goes like that. Yeah. So all in a nutshell, I ended up with an extra card one. So, because there should be, I believe there should be 17 here. 18. 18 and 7 is 25. There should be 18 here. So you guys, there's a tip for you. If you're ever wanting to count something really fast, you fan it like this, and then you can count in your head as you flip through them like that. Okay, so that's 18, and then 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you should have 25, and then 25 is 50. So, and then you have 2 sticker sheets times 2 is 4. Okay, so again, I'm not going to call Stampin' Up! Because now in essence, I have an extra one and I might be short that one. Congratulations, but I'm going to make do with it. So, okay, you guys, I'm glad I've read through these comments really quick. So I usually watch, for those that are watching me for the first time, I watch comments on my phone and up here, but because I have this PDF up here, I'm watching that instead. So, all right, so now we're still getting more efficient with our process here. So we're taking the last card, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through every card and layer the stuff so that when it comes time to assemble, we can just rock and roll right through things. So this last card is this one. So I wonder if you guys see it like that. So what you want to do is, along with me, you have your pile of, these are large mats. These are small mats. These are card bases. And then this is referred to as my pack. So you don't have to worry about the envelopes for right now. Stick them off to the side. We'll deal with them at the end. But what you guys, do not mess up the order of this pile. I promise you, you will hate yourself if you do. What you want to do is slide everything out and have this next to you. I have purposely and meaningfully put these in a specific order from last to first so that we can put our cards together first to last. Okay? So you should have a pile of bases, large mats, small mats, my stuff. I'll refer to this as my stuff. So this first card, which is technically the last card, so you need, and you want to make, we're going to make one pile. We're merging all this together to make one pile. And I'll promise you, this will make it so efficient for this class. So you take a large, one of your card bases, and now we need to find that large mat. So, oh man, there it is. Okay, so here's our mat. So a large mat. So that's here. The other thing that what they did in class on Wednesday is they found their stickers and they put their stickers with the cards right away. So when you do your stickers, you do not want to pull off your stickers. You want to cut them so that they're not sticking everywhere. So we don't want to lose that. So what we were telling people, and what people did on Wednesdays, they just cut their stickers out. So it's the sticker that says, "Here for you." Okay? So we put that sticker here. And that's it for this card, you guys. This was probably one of the easiest ones. Besides this one. This one's pretty easy too. So this one, and you know what? Let's actually, so I have the cards here. And what I'll do is show them to you as a close-up here. So this last card is what we're going to be making. Okay. Now the second last one here is this one. So if you look at this one, we decided to put the texture on the inside, left-hand side, because it was too busy with it, and then we liked the white edge instead. So you need to grab a card base. You're welcome, Cindy. So you want to grab a card base, but you want this to be your inside. So I'm going to put the white up so I remember that. And now we need to find the large mat. Now, the mats are not going to be in any order. I can't control how they came. It's my pack here that is in the right order. So this one is the one we're looking for. So put that down. And now we want a small mat right here. Now, I stamped the thinking of you on there. So you're not going to see that in here because none of this is stamped. So if you can't find it one way, you flip it over and you can get it the other way. All right, it's only ribbon embellishments. We're not worried about that. So that's it for this card. So we're going to go to the third last is this card. Okay, we did the same thing. The inside is decorated. So you're going to grab a large card base, flip it upside down so the white is up. Hi, Donna Simmer from Vancouver, Canada. The white is up. You need a large mat. So let's find that green one right here. And then now this is where we're going to pull into my pile. You can see there's a mat back here. So grab the Mango Melody mat. And now we need to find a small card mat. So it's got leaves on it. And it says, everything beautiful starts with love. Sweet love. So here it is. So there's that one. Ribbon embellishments. So that's all for this card. So we're going to move this one over here. And then let's see what the next one is. Okay. I'll show you the big card too so you can see it. So if you look at this one, we did the same thing. We put that on the inside. Okay. So grab your card base, flip it over, white side up. Now, if you look here, there's some things that were added. Look at your pile from me. You'll see there's a crumb cake and a white mat. You need to grab those two things. They're layered together on the pile. Hi, Elaine Rebeck. So these two go here. Elaine did this with me on Wednesday night. She was a trooper. She got all the way to the end and did a good job. Then we need two small mats. We need a congratulations. Oh, there it is. And then we also need that flowery one. Flower. Okay, so we don't find it that way. Flip over. Check the other side. Not shells. This one. So it's got the flowers. Oh, it's such a, I like this like texture look on this. Okay, so the rest is ribbon and gems. So this one can go on to the other side. Let's look at the next card, working our way from the bottom up. This one is the seashells by the seashore. All right, this is a big mat. You can see that the inside's all white. So we want to put the texture to the top. So we're going to put texture to the top. There's a large card mat. It's in pink. Okay, not there. Oh, here it is. It might be fooling you because you don't see any of that. That's because it gets covered up. And you see there's a soft succulent mat. Go to my pile. Grab the soft succulent. And then we need to find a small mat here that's got the seashells. So we'll scroll through here. Nope. Flip it over. Right there it is. Okay. Oh, there's a sticker on this one. It says, I like you. So, scissors, hiding. Right here, do you see that's the sticker? So take it, cut it, and I'll just call out something on this. You can see that the sticker is bigger than that. I didn't want to cover up the shells here. So I used those strips and I cut them and I put them on the side over here and here. So, but just grab the sticker for now. All right, next card. That guy. Looks like this. You can see that there's a card base and then a mat. So let's grab a base. That goes up. Grab a large mat. So we're not having a lot of large mats left, but let's see which one. It's this guy right here. So very lovely. We covered that up. So go over to my pile and you'll see that you have this pink piece is embossed with painted textures. You have a label, but you also have a small mat. So we got to go into this pile. Hi, Julie Bierschbach from Florida, enjoying some ice cream. Hi, Mitzi Stanley. All right, so let's look for this one. Here we go. We found it. And then we need a sticker. So let's pull the sticker. And that goes on our pile. And that should be it for this card. Again, we're not worrying about any embellishments or ribbon at this point. Here's this one. Hi, Zaina. A little bit earlier in the evening for you. I hope you're having a good Saturday night. So here's your card base. Let's put that here. And then you can see from my pile, we've got some things. We've got the pink blushing bride, and you have a label. But we also need to pull two small mats here. A blue one and a polka dotty. So let's look for those. No, I didn't see them that way. So let's flip it over. There's our polka dots. And, oh, maybe it was on the other side. Oh, wait. Hang on. There it is. Okay. So there's our blue one. There's a sticker on here as well. So you want to go back to your stickers. Grab this sticker. And there's that. All right, we lost it. So hang on, there it is. So we don't need this one, we needed that one. All right, so that's for that one. And we'll go, oh, that was that one. So you can see we're working up from the bottom on here. Here's this one. So you need a card base. And it looks like we only have two left, so it's this one. You can see we totally covered that up. You need this pink label and this embossed piece. It's with the Pretty Flowers embossing folder. See that? We have a couple stickers. So this sticker with the, it's like a wood grain banner. I'm going to cut that off for now. We're going to cut, we'll need this other one soon. So I'm just going to cut these apart. Okay. And then you need the word happy. Happy. So let's cut the happy out. All right. So there's that guy. Nothing else really. So we'll move him over to the left. Go to this one. This one. Another large base. Go to my pile. Grab this and this. And then a small mat. And it says, life is better with you. Ooh. Oh, there it is. And then stickers. There's 1, 2, 3, plus that little baby leaf. So what you can do with your leaf stickers or leaves here, we need that little guy. So grab him. And these, I have them set up that there are 3 on each one. So just get one column here plus that little baby. So there's that one. Next is this card. You're on my mind. Card base. Oh man, you guys, we finished off that pile. So yay, we can see dusk. Oh man, look at this. We pulled out our last large card mat. Now go to my pile. Pull out these 2 mats right here. They're labels, kind of. And now we have stickers galore on this one. So, grab this one. Oops. Oh, I did good. Okay, so that one, your other 3 leaves. And it's really hard to see it, but right there is, I had to use it somewhere. There's this little thing, like half triangle, weird house looking thing. That little guy, he gets put on here. Okay. There's that guy. We'll put this one's next. All right. So we've officially graduated through all of our large card bases. Now we're going to be working more out of just this pile. And so this card uses this, like when you pull this up, grab the white base and everything on top of it. So you've got your white base, you've got the pool party background, you have a white mat. That's on my pile, but we have two small card mats that we need. And not there. Oh, there's the one. And then the other is the snowflake one. It says, enjoy your day. Oh, and then there's a sticker here. Had to use it and throw it somewhere. So this one got thrown in right here. Okay, so I think we're down to 4 more. So this one, if you look at it, soft suede. Thanks, Bonnie Kelly. Hello. Hi, Carmen Melendez. So grab everything from the soft suede base up. It will include your white mat for the inside. It'll include the embossed petal pink piece and the soft suede card mat. And then thinking of you. Not there, right there. Okay? That's it for that one. Oh, and I didn't move here, but that's that one. The next one, grab the everything from the mint up. Okay, so you have your mint base, your white inside, your petal pink. It has your label. There's a small card mat. Oh, must be this one. These look very similar, but it's this one. You need this sticker here. And then the these 4 all go with this card. So these are cool. It looks like different seasons. You have a snowflake, a leaf, a flower, and a shell. So those all go with this one. All right. You guys, we're getting down to the end of putting this pile together. So now you have a petal pink base. So grab everything from the petal pink base up. You have your white inside and a white mat. And we need to find 2 mats that are smaller. Let's see here. It's this one and this pink one. And if you look at the sides, you can see that there's these little pink things on the side that are circles. Where are those from? If you look here, you can see I have a circle. It says, I'll look back at this and smile. And I wasn't all about using that, but I used the sides of it. So this gets cut in half and utilized that way. All right, I think we have 1 left. Let's see what we got here. You know what? I think we ended up with these 2 being extra 2. Is that possible? Okay, hang on. We're going to figure that out. So grab this, and then you have a mint mat, a white. Then you have this for your card, small card mat. Yeah, Zaina, this is rescheduled from Thursday night. And then I rescheduled to 5:30 last night, but I wasn't feeling up to it. So it got put till today at 2, and I'm just going for it, even though I'm a little stuffed up. So there's that. Now, we gotta look back and see what this, I missed putting this somewhere. So we'll find that. I know exactly where it goes. These cards, though, I feel like those are extra as well. Or we're going to look back here really quick. So you should ultimately end up with 1 pile with ultimately these 3 things. These stickers, I did not know where to put them. But this one, I know where it goes. And what we're going to do is to move this to the side. And we're just going to scroll back through these cards really quick and figure out these pieces here. Because I feel like they should have gone somewhere. But I might have missed them. So we're not going to touch that, though. This is not one of them. This, no. Oh, here. This is, I know this is where the label goes, or the banner goes. So this is this one right here, the last base, the last large base. It has the big evergreen label thing. That's where this banner goes. Okay, so I knew that one. But these guys, that goes here. Yep. Okay. So that next card, I think I might have missed putting that in there. It is, yep, okay, good call. So that one goes here. I completely missed it. I might have said 2, but I only grabbed 1. But you guys, this one has a home. It goes on this one. Okay, so far good. Now this one, he goes, I'm guessing somewhere as well. Let's have a, unless he was a double. And maybe I pulled out the double. Let's just look here real quick. This is my other pack. That's why I told you guys it's really, it can get really confusing if you don't get this organized good right away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I wonder, we're gonna look one more time. No. 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 Because you shouldn't have anything left at the end. The way that these were designed is that there's nothing left. And I don't even see that piece of paper in here at all. Unless I'm missing a card. 1, 2, 3. You guys, I'm buying you time to catch up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here it is. Okay. Haha, found it. You guys are probably like, oh, hi, Shireen in South Africa, 9:45. All right. Goes with the life is better with, yes, Cindy. Okay. We figured that out. And then here, this one. Okay, so we figured this out too. So I knew that it belonged somewhere. I kept looking over it. So you guys, my brain is not 100%. So I'm not running on all 8 cylinders today. Okay. So now, do you just see what happened? I have no pieces left. There are 3 stickers left. You guys, honestly, do with them whatever you wish. If you want to build them into it, you can. If you want to use it for something else, you can. I just am not going to be using these. So, okay, you should have half of this pack left, half the large pack left. And now you can understand how the PDF tutorial works too, so that when you get this, I have it all now. You can start from the beginning because the top card on the PDF is the top on your pile, okay? So I'm going to switch back and not work in the PDF, but just so you know, the PDF, it has the supplies listed, embellishments, other, and directions, like cut a card base, thick white, like it talks through like in order, okay? But I'm not going to, I don't usually read off the PDF while I work with you guys. I'm putting stuff together. So I'm going to go back to my live and watch with you guys. Hype. All right, you guys are watching too. So let's flip this back. Get a drink of water. You guys, thanks for your patience. I gotta make sure I stay hydrated here. It's not very often that I do a class with a very stuffy nose. All right, so we're gonna start from this card right here, and we've got a pile here. Now you want to pull back in your ribbon, and I'll be honest with you, I will probably, when I did these cards, it does actually. It sure does, Sue. You're asking if that has the extra pieces, the sizes. So yes. So like this card right here has a mint 1x3. It says right here, cut a mint macaron piece at 3x1. Yep. And then here it says cut a white mat at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I wrote the instructions to help people who bought this PDF from me, but they don't have this provided, like my extras provided. So anybody could just buy this PDF and have all the measurements. Hi, Tabitha. Thanks, Linda Hall. So, all right. For embellishments, you guys, I went through and I put all these cards together and I embellished at the very end. And when I started with a full pack of these. So this is a full pack right here. And I used about half. I went a little more on the green than the purple, but I used about half. And I purposely did that because I knew that, oh yeah, you bet, Sue. So once I'm done with the video, I got to add the links to the PDF, and I'll have it in my online store probably by tomorrow or Monday. That'll be my goal. But I designed I designed it with the embellishments on the cards with using half, so that you had this half left for the other half of the card kits, like to design more with this other stuff. So I'll be not sure if I'm gonna, I would wait till the end to embellish. So I'm not even gonna worry about my embellishments, but you guys, if you are the type that like to embellish as you go for it. But I'll call out what I used on here just so you guys know. But to save my breath, I will probably not put on my embellishments, but I'm going to definitely make the cards with you now and put the ribbon on, show you how I do that. So you have your ribbon ready. What we're going to do is take this first one, take this top card base, you're going to fold it. And the other thing too, guys, with this class, by the time we're done with 15 cards, okay, sounds good, Sue. Well, by the time we're done with 15 cards, I will probably not do my insides with you as a group. I will leave it up to you to do your insides. Just know that the Season of Chic stamp set and dies, I didn't even use the dies on any of the cards, but it was the stamp set. Some of these do get used on the top, but only a few. 2 sentiments and then this little washy background, but all of these other stamps would be super cool for your focal images on the inside. So just know that you can always decorate your insides as you go or afterwards at the end. Okay, so you have your white mat or your white card base. And the background here with this mint is embossed with the seashell embossing folder. So you could go ahead and glue that down. And there's no ribbon behind this mat, so there's no reason why you couldn't already adhere that. Okay. Now you have the white mat. So all these little size mats are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 because this card mat is 3 by 4. So what you want to do is go ahead and glue that card mat right to the white mat that is slightly larger. Like this. Get that nice and centered. Okay, so that's good. Now, this sticker, because you have it cut out, all you have to do is peel that off. That is the background. You can throw that away. And you can put your sticker right in the center of the mint. So this mint is 1 by 3. You do want to kind of get it straight if you can. And centered if you can. So let's see. We get that. That good? Okay. So, for putting the ribbon on, I kept this one simple. What you want to do is flip this over, and on the bottom back side, run some tear and tape, and you're going to catch the ribbon with that. Don't worry if your tear and tape goes over, because you can just fold it back. All right. Hi, Linda Hodge. I'm feeling better. Definitely not 100%, but we're making do. I have a very snuffleupagus nose, but my voice is better. So I got a head thing going on. So that will attach. You want to definitely use your ribbon scissors. Just trim that nice and flush with that mint piece. And then you need to trim the other side if you need to. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is use dimensionals. And I apparently have some black ones. I might grab some white ones too, because we're doing a lot more white card bases on this. So I'll have these guys ready in case I need them. Okay. So sometimes what I do with this white frayed ribbon is it's pretty thick. It's almost the same thickness. I appreciate you worrying about me, but I hope you didn't worry too much. I was doing okay. It's just I didn't sound very good. I was functioning, but my voice was really not on par. So this frayed ribbon is about a little thinner than these. So sometimes I don't put dimensionals behind this ribbon. What I would probably do is run another strip of tear and tape behind this so that it sticks there. And either it's going to be crooked one way or it's going to be crooked another way. So because if you put dimensionals on that frayed ribbon, it's going to be higher on that side. So what you could do now is this covers up the loving this life of ours, right? So it says make your dreams happen. So there's lots of graduations coming up. This would be a great graduation card. So that goes on here. And then I do have, let's open these up real quick. All right, so I do have this popped up. So always popping, you guys, is a personal preference. If you would like to glue it flat, you can do that as well. Hi, Nanette. So these 6 come off. And then that goes onto our card front. Just like that. You guys, easy peasy. No stamping on the outside at all. So what I did for embellishing, there's like a light green one, a pink one, and a purple one. I actually threw a purple one on this one. So you guys can put some embellishments on. All right, 1 down. Okay, let's grab the next card. This guy. All right, so this is a petal pink base. And what you can do is fold that, score it. So when you guys got your packet from me, none of your card bases were folded at all. So you actually had to fold yours. So you have a white inside. This one has some leaves on it. So if you look at the stamp set, you could definitely stamp a leaf in here, or even the flowers would be really pretty on here. Stamp your inside, you guys, and then you'll glue that on the inside. So I'm not going to go it because I don't know what I'm going to stamp yet. I'm more concentrating right now on getting the outsides done with you versus the insides. So this piece here, a little bit of liquid glue, and then that goes at the bottom. I did like having that pink chunk down so you saw it. Otherwise you end up with yellow. And then grab some tear tape. And you're going to run that from one end to the other. So I don't generally cut my tear tape, but I know my mom loves to cut tear tape instead of ripping it. So we're going to put that right where the ribbon's going to go. And this time, though, if it hangs extra, I also do want to make sure it comes back because I don't have the ribbon off to the edges here. Okay. So grab your ribbon. You're going to just lay that down from one end to the other end. And grab your scissors. And if it's straight as you can, try to cut it straight up like that. So you've hardly wasted any of this ribbon at this point because you've cut off exactly what you need. Okay. And then your mat gets glued onto your white mat like that. And then I'm going to pop this up as well with 6 dimensionals. And then that's going to go right on our card front. Something like, so when I put this on, I try to get the top and the left and the right matched up nicely so that you have the same pink all the way around. And we have this sticker. And what I did is just cut it in half. And not a lot of it's showing because you see that it says, I'll look back. You don't want that all, so you kind of like pull this up. You sneak it down in there, but you got to sneak it in there just so you don't see. So you just get that little rounding. And you know what? This is where a tweezers comes in really handy too. Just take that tweezers. You're like dissecting your card now. Okay, just like that. See, that was easier than using my fingers. Okay. So we got that one done. I put a green and a green and a green. So I decorated with 3 green little dots on this card. Your kindness amazes me. All right. So there's our second card. Let's go into our third. This one was a little bit hard to figure out a layout for these little stickers, but we got it. All right, so our mint macaron is the base. Fold that in half and burnish. So horizontal card, you guys. Hi, Mary Jo. All right, white inside. Your discretion. Whatever you want to do, stamp it up. Just glue it on the inside when you're ready. All right. So the pink base here, excuse me, pink matte is petal pink embossed with painted textures. So you can go ahead and glue that down. And that goes right on the front here. So we got mint and petal pink going on. So we got to do the ribbon on the side. So what I would do is grab your tear tape, prep the left and the right sides with them, and then have some on standby. On your hand is fine. But what you're going to do is grab the end and secure that down. So just a little bit catches that tear tape. And then you're going to loop it back and then bring it back at a kind of an angle. And you're going to use that tear tape that's waiting in the wings. And you're going to hold it down. I would have probably had a little bit longer. So, and now when you cut this, I would go at that angle. Okay, so there's that one. Now this one. Hi, Hildy. Feeling better. Not 100%, but definitely better. It was Thursday was probably the worst. I woke up on Thursday morning with a really congested head, and I don't know. Tyler thought it was allergies, so he's like, take those allergy pills, and so then it ended up going into my nose, and now it's still in my nose. So, all right, you guys. So that's all I did. Instead of weaving it back this whole way, you just saved all this ribbon right here. So this is chunky here. This is thick. I actually will peel that off and use that as good leverage for extra support on this guy. I'm also going to put dimensionals there, but that will help hold that together. All right, so then let's grab these, put some there. And then by Thursday night, though, my voice was just not what you guys would ever want to listen to, I think. Me in my head thought that. Yesterday, it was better, but not really good. Now it's better, but that nose is just stuffy. So get that on here. All right. Thank you, Melody. So this guy right here is embossed with the pretty flowers as well. So before you put that down, what I would do is put my sticker down. So it's just slightly longer than that label. This label, and a lot of these labels come from the Christmas season, I think, dies, or the painted labels dies. So I'd flip this over and use my scissors to follow the edging on those so that they're not square on the edge and they're rounded like that. Okay. And this also is popped up. So put that one full. Now, you guys, if that's too much popping, you can always make some of this stuff flat. Okay, so that one's gonna go here. And then all these little stickers, you guys. So they're sticky, right? So one of the ways to make them less sticky is if you have like hand lotion on your, like I put lotion on not too long ago. So by doing this, it's making them so that they're not very sticky anymore. And that's kind of what I want, because I want to be able to put a dimensional right in the middle and I don't want it to stick on the sides. So your hands work to do that because of the oils and the lotion. Your pant leg probably works too. An embossing buddy works as well. But my ultimate goal is to make these so they're not as sticky. I think about it. It's probably like weird, but you're putting all your skin cells on, right, Judy? That's what Judy did too. She put it on her hand. And I'm like, oh, I'm probably picking up my skin cells. But hey, whatever. It is what it is, right? More love going with the card. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. So shell here and the leaf. I'm going to try to like line these up at the same time because I want them centered nicely. So we're going to go like, like that. There, okay, and I'm going to try to do these two at the same time. So I tried to do the snowflake because that's winter to me, like January comes first, and then I did like a spring, fall, and then the shell just got put at the end. But you guys put them however you want to. So, like that. Okay, there we go. Got that one ready. Embellished a green, a yellow, and a pink over yonder. All right, we're gonna keep her moving. Oh, thanks, Janet. Hi, Sherry Martin. Okay, so this is our next one. Grab everything from soft suede up. Fold your card base in half. Vertical card this time. Stamp your white inside. And put that in when you have that done. All right, so what do we got here? We need to glue this to this and this to this. So I'm gonna be conservative. Hi, Betty Pile. And I'm gonna glue, with my time I should say, I'm gonna glue both of those at the same time. And then this one goes. So there's a little bit more yellow in that bottom corner. So I did use that. Otherwise it gets covered up. So when I embossed, or I think Rhonda helped me emboss these. So kudos to Rhonda Ayers. She helped emboss all these for you guys. And then Anna did all the die cutting. So thank you girls. I do notice that when certain embossing folders are used, they shrink the paper a little bit. And that could happen with this one because I noticed on mine that the card is a little bit longer. So I'm just going to take my scissors and trim that right off. And then it's more flush on that side. And this one, I have the ribbon tucked behind actually. So try to keep a lot of different options for you guys with these cards to show you all the different ways you can do ribbon. So on this one, you need enough to have your tails tuck behind. So prep the back with tear and tape. We're going to make our little sandwich. So find your happy medium wherever that needs to go. Tuck your tails behind. And now we're going to put another one over the top to help secure it. And I'm going to pick those off and we're going to glue that then. Okay, and then we're going to get rid of this stuff. Okay, so we need liquid glue there and pop dots here. Hi, Marilyn from Vermont. All right, so liquid glue here then. All right, so this will go right onto our card front. Like that. And then we'll pick these guys off. Thinking of you is what this one says. And that'll just get put right onto the front. Hi, Darla. Hi, Latokia from South Carolina. All right. There are some embellishments on this. I stuck with the yellow ones. I think they're yellow. There, there, and there. And I know the embellishments are kind of hard to see in the pictures. That's why I'm going to try to show these cards close up to you. So there, that one's good. And we'll go on to our fifth one, which is this one. Oh, thanks, Marilyn. I hope so too. Every day gets a little bit better. A Mucinex, Dayquil, vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, steam, hot steam, right? Hot compresses, anything to make it go away faster. All right, white card base. When I do white and vanilla thick card bases, I generally don't have another mat on the inside. All right, so we can do a little gluing. So we're gonna glue the back of this and then this. So we'll get those ready and put those down right away. So we are covering up the backs of some of this stuff, but it's quite all right. So this one goes here. Hi, Barb Johnson. So you have your snowflakes on the top of here. That's the wintry embossing folder. Comes as a set of 2 with the snowflakes and the fern, like foliage, like boughs, pine boughs. Okay, and then this one will go on here. This says, enjoy your day. All right, so there's that. I kept this one the same with the tails tucked behind, so we want to get some tear tape to do our tear tape sandwich. Just set them there. Pick those off. Cut yourself just enough that you have enough to wrap around. Thanks, Barb. All right, so there's that. And I always like to look at it from the front so I know I get it straight. So flip that. Yes, Latokia, you're the first, unless somebody else said it before you, but I think I have one of these left for you, Latokia. And Latokia, if you're not in a hurry for it, I bet you I could probably fit it in your summer creative escape box, which is mailing out like around Monday the 18th. Like, and if I can fit it in there, it probably wouldn't be extra postage. So before you send me money for it, just hang tight and we'll see if we can do that. Because also I'd have you add on money for the designer series paper sampler that you got from me. So hi, Melanie Foy. I'm glad you're home too. Okay, wait, before I put this on, I want to put glue on here. So yeah, so Latokia, pop me an email and just say, hey, reminder, I want the Texture Chic Memories and More class. And I can follow up to that email then. My head isn't in a state of mind to remember lots of things right now. All right, so this is down. If you look at this, I actually placed this top piece more to the left because I made room for that little sticker. All right, so that's why I did that. So when you put this down, if you want to do that as well, you're a little bit more to the left than the right. And then the little sticker can go right here. I just added a little bit. You guys, those stickers were there and I felt obligated to use them. Okay, so our fifth card, pretty much done. I got some of those light green snowflake or gems here. And then the dark green one on there. So here we go. Okay. We're keeping her moving. Now we go into, and we've graduated to our big card bases. All right. So grab the next one here. And let's set this off to the side. Fold this. Now we're back to horizontal. So let's put it this way. You guys, have you noticed there's really no stamping because all of these card mats and the stickers have a great assortment of different verses that we could use. So we're going to glue this right down here. All right. So these two labels also are from those Christmas painted labels. So there's a little bit of ribbon coming out the left and the right side of this dark green one. Thanks, Melanie Foy. I really appreciate that. You guys, I'm not one that ever has issues with my head or health in general, but something got my head. So we're getting through it. But you know what? You got to get something sometime, right? Otherwise, it means you're not living if you're not getting sick, right? All right, so here's this guy, just trim it just a little bit right here. And plus, this way I build up some antibodies. All right, so this goes here. Thanks, Mitzi. Yeah, good. Call out to Carissa, too, because she sat down with me. So Carissa helped me lay out the pieces of, well, let's put this mat with this mat. But then she left me with a pile, a big pile of stuff. And I then put, like, the pieces together and added some labels and finished the minor designing at the end. All right, so a little more tear and tape over the top of these. And then this one is going to get glued down with liquid glue the rest of the way. Let's grab that, put that back. So this white ribbon is called actually white frayed ribbon, and that's because you can do this awesome thing called fraying with it. Some people love it, some people hate it. But if you take your pokey tool and pull at the ends like that, it frays it. Then you have to like trim those little frays right off. And you end up with this fraying on the end. Super cool. Thanks, Carolee. All right, so then this can get frayed as well. You just have to trim that off. So it reminds me of a big hairy rat's nest, right? So, and some people like that, some people don't. It's your choice. If you like it, do it. If you don't, then you don't have to. Okay, so that's fraying those ends. Okay, so now you have this, and some leaves. Such a lot of stuff left here. If you look at the label, though, the label is just as long as the banner. So what do you have to do? You actually have to take this and cut it in half. And you will extend it so that it is longer. So what I would suggest doing, how did I do it? Okay, because I didn't know exactly, I like things proportionate and looking even. So this is how I would do this. I would take my label and I put the dimensionals on the back, but I'm only going to pick off the middle, these middle two, leaving the back on here, and then set that on here. Okay, so you got it straight. Now what you can do is take this sticker, scalpel please, grab your tweezers, and now you can use that. You can lift it up and set it exactly where you want it. And then once you have it right, I'd leave it sit there just for a hot second. Grab the other side. Get this guy in here. You can pick that edge up because that dimensional back. Now, does it look good? Does it need rearranging? You can always rearrange it a little bit. Like you can still... Thanks, Jeannie Parker. Well, I am happy that I'm feeling this way this week and not next week because I couldn't handle it if it was next week. So once you have your banners down, now take that, pick that, take this, pick it, and you've got them exactly where you want them without having to finagle. All right, so now you have more stickers. So I would lay down, you've got these 3 bigger leaves. And I have this one first, something like that. I'm letting them just set very lightly. I'm not pushing them because I want to be able to pick them up if I don't like how I have them. So I'm going to do that like that. And then this. And then to use this little guy up, he just is hanging out right there. I'm not giving you guys the finger, so I'll use a different one. He's hanging out right there, okay? So we're going to try to maneuver this all at the same time. So this is going to go right about here. Thanks, Pam. I know we tried to use everything we could from this kit. So this is going to go something like that. And then this little guy He hangs out right there. He helps bring all the leaves together. Okay? And then if it's crooked, you can still kind of get underneath there. You gotta be careful. These stickers will rip your paper though. Just rearrange it ever so slightly. All right. Whew, that one was a little bit of a workout, I think. I did do it. Perfect. I must have grabbed more tear and tape even though I had those sitting there. So that one's done. You can see here that there's some dots up here, and then there's one down here. Green and a light green. Okay, 6 done, you guys. We're cruising. And Judy, you have 12 minutes before you have to go, right?
Yeah.
How many do you have done?
75, almost 80.
Ooh, she's on the final countdown. So she's on 75, getting to 80, and you have 8 more to do then. 88. 88 is our goal. I think you got it. Maybe. If you don't, I can finish. She should get it. Cool. All right, here's our next one. So 80. Judy helped me cut up all the embellishment goodie packages for the goodie bags for you guys for the Summer Creative Escape. And she helped with the Designer Series paper packs too. So, all right. Fold your card base. Burnish it. Vertical card. All right. So you got to grab your things here. So let's put glue and glue. So we're going to get glue happy, you guys. Thanks for liking and sharing, Melanie. I appreciate it. Oh, Jeannie, you got yours all done. You're a rock star. Woohoo! Did you work on them Thursday night when we were regularly scheduled to do them? All right, so this goes at the top. Oh, so this is a 4 by 4 1/4. So you need the 4 to go that way and the 4 1/4 down this way. So I would put that one on first. And then this one is at the bottom, like that. And then this guy goes over here. And our ribbon, we need some tear and tape here. I'm going to use this guy. I'm going to put it going this way and that way. Hi, Cheryl Thomas. All right, so now I'm going to bring that right to the edge of Glory, right there and there. Oh, very good. You're awesome. Glad you got them done. That makes me happy to hear. I'm going to put some more there, and then I'm going to trim this side just so that it's flush with the inside mat. Okay. On this one, I did fray the edges. So we're going to do that again on this one. So just take your little pick tool, pull them out. Okay, it looks like this, but then you clean it up. You got to give it a little haircut. So I'm going to trim there. Trim right here. Good. Oh, and then it stuck to my finger. And there's that one. Okay. Boom. All right. So then this gets put on with dimensionals. And then that goes on our card front. And then we just have to add some leaf stickers. These little guys. And this is another one where I kind of put it more to the top than the bottom. And then our leaves, there's this gold one hangs out over here. The more white one hangs out up here. And then there's a little baby gold one. It's kind of in the middle here. Thanks for sharing, Betty Ray. I appreciate it. And then you got a little insy-teensy little one that hangs out right there. Boom. 3 dark green gems. 1, 2, 3. On that one, we got that card done. All right, so moving on to this one. Drinking some water. Okay, card base. Fold it in half, burnish it. Glue your mat down, All right, so this designer tag, it comes from the die set is called Designer Tags. Love it, been using it a lot. Then this one is a little piece of white with the pretty flowers. So we're gonna put glue on the backs of both of those. Okay, so this guy. So this is not a square, it's actually a rectangle. So you wanna make sure you get it going the right way. It should fit right into that little framed area. Okay, and then this piece, don't let the words trick you, but because we cover up the words. So that goes on here. So this background matched this background perfectly. That's why we kept it so it looks very cohesive. Now, tear and tape. On the back end of this, back side of it, like that. And I'm gonna prep myself 2 more pieces. So you could run 1 piece of ribbon the whole way, or you can be conservative and do it this way. And by this way, I mean to pull this through here, catch it, take it down, and then you're gonna just use your scissors, kind of eyeball how much you think, something like that. And then use the tape to go over the top. And then just do the same thing on the other side. Like that. So you only get 5 yards on this roll. So it's a half a roll of what you normally get, because most of the rolls of ribbon that we get from Stamp Up are 10 yards. So you just saved this much, right? What is that, 2 inches? So just think, if you were making 30 of these cards, 30 times 2 inches is 60 inches, 5 feet you'd save. So it's just a way to save ribbon, especially if you don't see it behind the wherever it is. Okay, so then this gets popped up with dimensionals. Hi, Ethel King. Like that, and 1 in the middle. Okay. See if there's a top or a bottom. I'm gonna go like that. Now this goes right in the middle. Like that. So this is shorter than that. So I am going to try to trim off like just 2 columns here. There's like little ripples in this ribbon. Okay, got it. You got a sticker. Can go right in the middle. A little bit more in the middle. Like that. And then happy. You want to be happy. Goes in the middle. You do a happy dance, happy birthday, happy everything. So you can stamp the rest in the inside with a big birthday or what you'd like to. I got purple on here. 2 purples. Big and then 1 small. So yay. Okay. I like this one. This one reminds me of cotton candy. All right, so we've got our base. Fold it, burnish it. And now, same kind of concept, we're gonna glue both of these. This one, these 2. And I'm gonna put the Blushing Bride one down first. At the top. And again, remember, it's 4 1/4 by 4. So the 4 goes left to right, and the 1/4 comes down further. So I've got them so that they kind of overlap slightly. It was just easier to cut the paper that way. That way. Oh, we're gonna stamp on this one. Okay, so let's put this down with dimensionals. Thanks, Betty. I mean, you guys, I haven't even pulled out the stamps yet. So, this is a great beginner's class if you don't have a lot of stamping supplies, because you basically get everything included. So, wait. Before I put this down, I really want to put this sticker down because I feel like I want this centered on here. Yeah, Jeannie, this was so soft. This would make a great baby card, especially if you don't know the gender, because you could have blues, you got the yellows, you got the pinks. It's very universal. So I'm putting this here because I really wish I would have centered it better. So now I can put this, if you look on here, I have it that the bottom of this is in line with the blue here. So now that I have that on here, I know where to put this. So I'm gonna line that up right here. Okay, all right. So we got a stamp now though. We gotta pull out the stamps, you guys. So this is a little label and comes from that Painted Christmas. And we need that one and wishing you the best birthday ever. So these two, I have blocks right here. And then the inks are Blushing Bride, and I think I put Evening Evergreen in there because I think Soft Succulent was used on it. Like, so if you look at it, it's really Soft Succulent, but I can't remember I can't remember what I put in the PDF, but Evening Evergreen at second strength is pretty much what Soft Succulent is full strength. So let's show you what I mean. So what I would do first though is I would take my Blushing Bride, stamp it, but look how dark that is. Whoa, you don't want that. So, okay, there's second strength, and then here's, like, you can see that it's very faint, and you want it not so dark. You want it just to provide a little buffer on the back. So what I might do is definitely not do first strength, and I'm gonna flip it over and see what the back looks like. So I'll go with second strength because you can at least see it, okay? So see what I did? I did a combination of second and third. Now my ink pad is super juicy. I feel like third was too light, second is a little too dark, but it is what it is. So I did a combination of first and second. And then for the sentiment here, so this is Evening Evergreen. And then if you do it at second strength, it's a little bit lighter. And so it matches with these little circles a little bit more, being a little lighter. So you can see here, second strength looks just like Soft Succulent actually at first strength. So that's what I'm going with. I did put evening, I thought I did. That's why I pulled out Evening Evergreen. I just wanted to show you what Evening Evergreen looked like. I can't remember if there was a different card that Evening Evergreen worked with. Not quite sure at this moment. But that's what we're doing for this one for now. Hi, Sandy Zdoon. Okay, so that's going to go here, popped up with dimensionals. I figured that the Evening Evergreen at second strength worked perfectly fine for that. And I could have sworn there was a different card that used it. That's maybe why I did that. So that goes... Oh, you guys, we forgot the ribbon. Hang on, we can fix that. So, ribbon. This is called dissecting your card. And that's okay. So just leave that stuff. We forgot the ribbon. Or I should say I did. You guys did forget it. All right. We're going to get a couple pieces here. This side. Okay. So put that ribbon there. I mean, tear and tape. So we're going to put this here. Trim the end. And now, don't waste that end. Use that as your cut edge on this side. And then you can cut this straight across the back. And you can salvage that. Whoa, it's stuck everywhere. You can use your edge there. Okay, I'm going to take that off and help have support. Thanks, Cindy. I appreciate that. I was hoping you guys would say that. I can sound crazy and delusional today during my live. So when I rip stuff off like this and it loses its stickiness, instead of putting more dimensionals on, I'm just going to put put a little bit more liquid glue over those because all the rest of them I think are fine. But I feel like those just need a little more help. Okay, see, we made it. Woohoo. Okay, now squish it good. Cotton candy gems here. Pinks, purples, blues, whichever ones you like. They look pretty close. So you can just see that that label has a little more dark splotches on it. Okay, we're rocking and rolling right through these guys. This is why we did that upfront work of getting everything in order so that this part would be pretty efficient. Okay, take your card base, fold it, burnish it. All right, but before we glue this down, I like to glue this pink to it first. So let's flip that over. This goes right through the middle here. See if I get it centered, left to right. If you're hanging over the edge, just take your scissors, trim it off. Now we can go ahead and glue this down. That goes right on here. So the thing is with these memories and more card packs, you guys might get like I don't like the way that says that or this says that. Cover it up. You still have awesome card bases and mats to work with by using just the sections that, you know, I'll rip it off, but like cover that stuff up if you don't like it. It's all good. All right, so then this needs some tear and tape on the edges. And we're going to put the ribbon coming out the sides here. Thanks, Sharon. I appreciate that. Grab ribbon scissors. We're going to just go like right about here. And then this one goes right there. Trim it hopefully the same distance away. And then tear and tape on the top. Hi, Philly Cinto. All right, so let's pick those off. I will pick those off when the ribbon is a little thicker, like we've been doing. I don't always do that, but I'm going to follow up here with some dimensionals, like that. Now, that will go right on the card front. See, I like that big flower up on the top, actually. This time I'll put it up there. So this goes here. It's another one. Hi, Karen Carstay. Another one where we have some fraying going on. So just take your little pick tool, fray those ends, leave them hanging because we'll get the scissors in a second. Pull that out. So if you get upset about something, this kind of like helps you take your aggression out. Just fray that ribbon. All right. Just trim off those extra hangy things. Okay, so this is another label from the Painted Labels. If you look at my sample, there was a lot of white going on. So the edges got sponged with soft suede. So we gotta grab soft suede, ink pad, grab a sponge dauber. I'm gonna test it on the back first and then just go all the way around. The edge of your label. I do not care about keeping it consistent. My goal is just to make it look not consistent so that you can't tell if I meant to go thicker or thinner in spots. So I just have it looking all different all over. So little sponge daubers come 5 to a pack in the Stampin' Up! Book or catalog. They are great to add color. This just gets popped up with some dimensionals. And then our sticker will go right in the middle. Just like that. and then your sticker. You had that in your pile. It says thank you. It's super hard to read it. I'll be honest with you. The only way you can tell is it'll, there you can see it says thank you because the light just hits it. But that background is a little dark, but in the right light, you can see the thank you pretty easily. All right. Added a yellow, a purpley pink, and a pink gem on this card. Yay. So, are you guys pretty amazed at how fast these are actually going together? Okay, next card. So, Philly, seeing your name, it reminded me you had won a card. That card went in the mail today. The mailman picked up about this many cards. I don't know, maybe 20 cards, 25 cards. If Corinne is watching, I got her mystery card prize in the mail this morning. I think I got caught up on all the June prize cards. So when I have my classes and make the cards, that's what I generally give away. I finally got, I think I got caught up on June. So yay. All right, so this is our top. So let's put glue on the back of this. And hi, Angela Knutson. We're also going to put glue on this one. So let's get glue on both of these. Oh, you're very welcome. I try to do things fast, but what happens is the things start to pile up and then I just sit down and do all of them at the same time. So it's usually what happens. So here's our little seashells by the seashore. All right. We got our little ribbon things here. So we are going to do that same weavy thing. So let's do that, and then we'll work on our sticker. So another one where we want to have some tear and tape waiting in the wings. Thanks for sharing and liking, Angela. I appreciate it. Sounds good. All right, so grab the end here, loop it back, loop it, loopies. There we go, just like that. You can put, when I do that, I need to remember to make the tear and tape just a little bit longer. Yeah, this one's cool too. It reminds me of Florida, searching for seashells on the beaches in Florida. Okay, so there's that one. And then same thing on this side. Loop it, and then bring it back, y'all. And then diagonal there. And now you gotta put that tear and tape on there right away. Hi, Doris Munson. Oh, I don't sound as good as I should, but I sound better than yesterday. And I think if you watch from the replay, you'll probably find that I probably sounded better in the beginning. And I'm noticing that as I talk more, it's probably not as good, but not bad either. But one more day and hopefully I'll be better. But I felt I needed to keep this video, or our class going, because come next week, I'm going to be in the thick of the summer creative escape. So all right, Judy got all of them done. Good job, Judy. Yay. Round of applause, Judy. I will see you on Monday.
Yep.
Have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, so then this will go on the top here. So did you see how I looped it? I always looped that on the top and then the tail. And then when you flip it over, that and the tail. So then they're kind of like opposite. So that will cover up this sentiment. So that's exactly it. These are the days. I mean, that's great, but I'd rather have this over the top of it and add some layers to the card. Now, the sticker says, I like you. But if you look at it, there's a lot of height on the top and the bottom. And I didn't want that height covering up my shell here. So what I did is I cut it. So I grabbed my little trimmers and I cut off the top and the bottom. You gotta just eyeball it, right? So that. And then we're gonna do this guy right here. All right, so I like you is perfect, right? So that now can go right over here. Hopefully you give this card to somebody that you like, right? Because I like you. Okay, so that's gonna go there. So it didn't cover up all the shells, but you guys, you're left with these little slivers of stickers that you just can't waste, right? Who would want to put these in the garbage? I mean, you can if you definitely want to, but what I did is I cut it in half. So this one was skinnier, and then this one was thicker, right? That's how it goes. So I split them up. So let's get garbage out of the way. Put this back home. All right. I used them on the side to make it look like additional little things coming out. Now, if you don't like that, you're more than welcome to not do that. But I thought, well, it's a great way to use them up, and the paper matches. I put a seashell in the inside. Perfect, Jeannie. I'm happy that you did. So these look like little extra little banners coming out like that. And they matched. It matches the paper. So you can see they just got kind of tucked in there. How many cards are you making? Hildy, there's 15 of them. That's why I said on Thursday, I don't think I could have done 3 hours with you guys. This class takes sometimes up to 3 hours, but I'm cruising through them tonight or today. Pink, and I lost one. So, let's see here. I can't have a missing embellishment on here, so let's put an extra pink one on here. All right, so pinkalicious embellishments. So I think I would have passed out on you guys on Thursday night had I talked for 3 hours nonstop. And you know what? We have 4 cards left, and these are the easiest 4 cards to do, I think, out of the whole class. So, and they're also pretty and also easy. And you guys half of your packs left. You'll have half of a roll of ribbon. You'll be able to easily duplicate these cards. All right. White, remember, is the outside, and our textury color on the inside. Let's fold that. Yeah, this Texture Chic is amazing. And you guys, I have the Texture Chic class coming up in 2 weeks. I'm not sure. It's 2 weeks? 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 2 weeks. What is today? Today is the 9th. 3 weeks. July 25th is a Monday night. It's the online class. And we're going to be making these 4 cards. Same color theme, same patterns, right? The paper is so pretty. All you need for this one is a sentiment, evergreen ink, sentiment, evergreen ink, sentiment, and then some shells. You guys, this is the most adorable card. Thanks to Carissa, I cased her card. It's a little pocket card, and it's a little baby inside the card. It's like a little baby. I love it. So the little shell fits right there. So that is the 3rd card. So you don't need a lot, but if you had the seashell set, it would be awesome. This one, you just need a sentiment, okay? So 4 awesome cards where you really don't even necessarily need to buy the stamps if you don't want more stamps, right? But if you do choose to buy the stamp set and the dies through me as your RSVP for class, you get on my promotion, which is a half pack of designer paper for free. And that comes with your kit, right? It comes with your card kits, and they will get mailed around the 18th or the 19th of the month, okay? Literally after the escape is done, they will be in the mail. Doris, yep, we'll get you signed up. My head isn't in it to remember it right now. So first of all, have me check to make sure you're not signed up for it, because I know you signed up for a few things, but I don't know if that was one of them. I know we have you up for Rustic Harvest, but send me a quick email and we will make sure to get you signed up. Okay, so let's do some gluing. So gluing. So that promotion with the free paper, I believe you have to have it ordered. I think it goes through the 17th maybe. You can always check my calendar of events at cardsbycrispy.com and then go to the events calendar. Go to July 25th, and that'll give you all the details for that class. Okay, so Patty, I owe you a message back. I think you know that. You texted me, and I'm like, I need to be... So if you guys ask me to check things and I don't have my sign-up sheets by me, I try to divert until I'm by my sign-up sheets. So I'll have to check. Okay, so this guy goes here. I owe you an email because I have to look up what classes you were signed up for so that you can send me money. Penny, I do know that. You're actually pinned to the top of my text messages to get back to you. I'll tell you guys, I can handle a lot of stuff. And I can handle adding an event with 88 people, but I can't factor in being sick on top of it. So that throws me off. So if you guys have to ask me again, if don't feel bad asking me, hey, did you remember? My mind has been not as good as it usually is. So I do try. But this summer creative escape, we're planning for 88 times 10 projects, and so it just it adds on an extra dimension. So this, I gotta look at this, how I did this. We're gonna do this one this way, but you're gonna need another piece of tear and tape. This is gonna be a triple decker sandwich here, you guys. So let's have this, because now to have this one come out, we're gonna utilize that cut edge and have it go just like that. Bring it in just a little bit shorter. Thanks so much. I appreciate being off the hook. The only thing I did not do is I didn't call in hooky, or hook, is that the word? I didn't play hooky. I didn't play hooky for work, you guys. I mean, I've been working right through most of this and resting as much as I can when I go to bed. But that Thursday was the worst day. All right, so then this one, remember, use that diagonal edge. Bring it back. Oh, we need another tear and tape. I'm off the hook, but I did not play hooky. That's funny. All right, so this guy goes like this. I have him kind of crisscrossing a little bit, right? To make him like more like a V, right? Okay, so you guys, do you see how little ribbon we're actually using on all these cards? You will have plenty left over to make lots more. All right, dimensionals are always over here for some reason. They seem to hang out right there. I've been very fortunate too. I've got a lot of great helpers that have been in here helping. Oh my gosh, a big call out to Anna and Carissa. Holy Moses and a half, you guys. So I kind of wonder now, like I did this to myself with getting run down, I think. So like I've had about 4 or 5, 6 a.m.s in the last 3 weeks, right? With prepping for the escape and designing for classes and just everything. And so my body isn't conditioned to stay up that late anymore, right? Because since I quit my job to do this full time, I've been a good girl and going to bed and getting my Z's, right? Well, I've had about that many 6 a.m.ers. Don't tell Tyler. He was trying to find out what time I came to bed the other night. He literally came up at 5:30 or 6 o'clock and he grabbed me and he pulled me out. And he's like, you need to go to bed. So he knew that morning, but he didn't know some of the other mornings, right? Because I snuck in and he was still sleeping. So, okay, so I did that. And then we had my parents' anniversary party. And then I had 120 swap cards that I started between last Thursday and they finished on Thursday. So a week, 120 swap cards. And if I would not have had Anna, Carissa, and Barb Collins helping me assemble, Carissa helped me color and assemble. Barb Collins helped me fussy cut. Oh my gosh, these gals, they came through because I wasn't feeling the greatest either. 1, 2, 3, and you guys, that's it for this one. So a really pretty congratulations card. Another one done. So I pulled in all the troops this week, you guys. Oh, I have a great community around me. So, all right, hi Jean Benson. Another one where we're going to make sure that this is on the inside, on the left-hand side. But I overdid it, you guys. I think that's what happened because nobody else around me really got sick. Nobody in my family from the weekend got sick. It was just me, and I think it's because I did it to myself, overdoing it, and that's what happens. So it was my body's way of saying, you need to not go crazy. So you guys, enough about me talking about this. I'm good. I'll get through it. And I will be a rock star for next week because the summer creative escape, I'm like, I was just happy that this happened this week and not next week because I have to be on my A game for you guys for next week. I have, I mentioned earlier, you guys, I have 81, I think, signed up, or 82 out of 88. So I still have space. we have like 13 each day, like 13, 13, 11, and 11. So not full. So I still have some in-person room in case anybody's interested. But my mom is so excited. She's doing all of the cooking. You guys are going to, for those, not to rub it into those that are doing the online, but in person, my mom is making lasagna for dinner each day. And then barbecue pork sandwiches. So that's what you guys will be getting. Fudgy bars for lunch. So she was going over the menu with me yesterday. So it'll be good. So how it works is for those that attend in person, my mom makes lunch and dinner. And for those that, I cut that really short. I'm going to bring it down here. For those that get their boxes mailed, then I use the money that my mom gets for the food. I don't like that one. You get your boxes mailed, and it's about $20 to $25 usually for shipping out these bigger boxes. So if you attend in person, you get food. If you attend virtually, you get it mailed. That's how I work that out. Yes, and Jeannie Parker, you guys are gonna get. I think what they did for the Sunday crew, my mom did. She pulled out all stops and she made ham balls for you guys because she thought that I was gonna be sick of. Thought I was gonna be sick of lasagna by that last day. Let's peel this off and put this here. So I'm just making two little tails here. All right, and then we're gonna cut this one going the other way. It's hard to cut this stuff straight, but you gotta, as best you can, get that. You have to have a really sharp scissors. Okay, so I'm gonna put another one over the top. We're gonna peel that off. Dimensionals right here. Look at this, you guys. Used up a whole sheet. Yeah, it's all good. It is always all good. My mom is the best. So, but for those of you who are attending online, what are your little treatsies? She's going to be making homemade snickerdoodle bars. So I had to go with something not chocolatey related because I didn't want it all melting and being a mush of poo in your boxes. So she's doing snickerdoodle bars for you guys. And for online, and then for in-person, they get chocolates like Ghirardelli's, but I would rather have a homemade snickerdoodle bar. So that's what we tried to do a little special for you guys. All right, so I did fray this just so slightly on the bottom here. You don't even necessarily have to cut it. Ham balls! I wish you lived closer to as well. So just a little fraying. Okay, we got a gem, and a gem. You guys are all gems, you know that? All right, so there's that one. We have two left, you guys. We are doing it. Okay. I got my last sip of water and my thing is dry. You guys know I never really drink water during a live. I think maybe 2 sips, if that. But I finished my whole container. So that's good. Judy would be proud. Okay. Fold that in half. We talked about this on Tip Tuesday. If one side is longer than the other, use that as the back. But you can't necessarily do that in this case because that cannot be your inside over here. So we're going to finagle this just a little bit better. Get it straighter. Okay, so let's flip that over. A little tear and tape down the side. This side, to make sure I did it on the right side. So right there. Don't worry if you are too long, just fold it back. And then this one, I'm gonna set this right on here. Catch it. Use your scissors. Trim it flush as well as you can. And then flush on that edge too. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to leave that. I think that's pretty secure. And I'm just going to add some more dimensionals right next to it. Like that. Okay, so that's ready. This is an easy one, you guys. So flip this over, glue it, and I like the pink. Well, so here's the thing, pink next to pink, or you could have yellow next to the pink. So I think I'm gonna do it this way this time. I don't think I was paying attention the last time. All right, pull these guys off. And they didn't go where I wanted them to. So we're gonna go like that and put this on here. Something like that, I think. And, oh man, you guys, stop, hold up, wait a minute. I need to stamp Thinking of You on here. So I didn't push that down very much. I can peel these off, set them over here. That one's not going to be happy. So I forgot to stamp Thinking of You. So hang on. Let's see if that guy will come off. I'm not going to worry about these because they are hopefully not going to be in the way. So you guys are like, she forgot to do that. It's okay. We'll make it work. So let's take this guy. Hi, Gloria Shermo. We're going to clean that. Clean this. And we're going to grab Thinking of You out of here. So I had more than half done when you started, and we're both on the same one. Woohoo, Mo! Yay! I'm glad I'm glad you're almost done. And I just bought you more time because you might have stamped these and I didn't. Okay. So Thinking of You. This is why I did Evening Evergreen. I couldn't think of it earlier, but I knew I wanted Evening Evergreen on this one. And the other one, I didn't want to list another stamp set for you guys. So that's why I put Evening Evergreen in the instructions. Because you can stamp Evening Evergreen at second strength. And it looks like Soft Succulent. Okay, here we go. We're going for it. Thinking of You. Boom. All right. Shalak, alak, alak. All right now. Guys, that's my song karaoke for you. Okay. So, wonderful, wonderful. Now, let's see what happens back here. That one can make it. This one made it. This one was a lost soldier. Okay, so he goes back on, and we made it. Okay, wonderful. I put it up a little higher than here because I knew my dimensionals were here. And I have green here. Dark green, dark green, dark green. Boom. Love it. Yay. Okay. Whew. We managed that one good. And we're on to our last one, you guys. Whew. This last one is a hard one, though. Oh, my gosh. No, I'm just kidding. It's super easy. Saved one of the easiest ones for last. That last one was super easy. This one. Glue this on. I'm like, when I got this, I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, it's so pretty just the way it is. Hi, Deb, our blaster. Deb, I got an email from you saying that you're sending me a check for the class, but I don't know if I saw in the email which class you were sending the check for. So I needed to double check with you to get confirmation. But I loved this the way it was. And I'm like, how do I add ribbon to this? How do I add some? But then I found that sticker and I'm like, ooh, perfect. We can use up a sticker. So if you like the love and you don't want to do anything different to this card, you guys don't. Figure out, just add some gems to it. It would be pretty just like that. If you need an anniversary card or a wedding card, perfect. But if you're like, nope, I don't want the love. Yeah, Jeannie, this is this is so pretty. I saved the best for last. Excuse me, guys, the frog's coming out. Here for you. So if you like that instead, so what I did is I popped that. Okay, so sticker on the skin, right? Helps take away the sticky because I wanted this popped up. And I have one here. Look at you guys. I used this whole sheet. We did good. We did good. All right, that's here. Grab your ribbon. Take off your dimensional backs. Put this on your ribbon. Like that. Trim your ends. Well, just the one end. Try to make them even. It's always nice. Okay. Now, little tear and tape. Where is it? Right here. Right over the word love. Sorry, love. I do love. But now I'm going to be here for you instead. Okay, that goes here. And then you can see that I frayed those ends again. Fray those ends. So pull that right out. Like that. You could leave it like that if you want, but I'm going to trim those off. They always like to stick to my finger. And then right there. Boom, boom, boom. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so that one, sticker added, and then gems. I put dark green, light, and light up at the top there. Okay, so, wow, okay. That was a whirlwind. Hi, Mary Hornicky. Better late than never. We're going to pull out all the cards that we just literally assembled, put together, and we're going to see what we all have here. 15, okay? So we're going to start laying these out. Remember, oh, I'm going to lay out the ones with the rhinestones, though, because then you guys can kind of see them on here. So we'll keep them in order. I loved this. So I love the hand pen class too with the Memories and More. But I love this one a lot as well. So we'll put that here. I still have a little voice left and now I need to rest. You are so accurate. I need to go drink a hot beverage is what people tell me. Drink a hot tea or some sort of a hot something. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to leave my cards by Christine there so that you guys can see that. I know, Doris, I need to go rest. Yes, I agree. So let's see if I can get these all in here. Okay, I could go here. Hi, Joanna Bastine. We did it, though, you guys. We got all of... That one's not on here, so let's slide over. Look at this. This is the money shot right here, right? So that guy can go there. Woo! So, I don't know how you're going to be able to tell me which one you like the best, but I'm going to, lemon with some non-caffeinated tea probably would be good. All right. I'm oohing and eyeing on them too. There's something about this one. I love the Sahara sand with the soft succulent with these leaves, and life is better with you guys. It really is. I would generally and genuinely say that. And I love this one I mentioned. I love these cotton candy colors. Sue. Okay, so Sue just said she loves the Memories and More classes. You need that right now, Cindy. Oh my gosh, I should put it in it's Tuesday. You know what I should do is just mail that to you. Oh, but if it goes in the mail Monday, what are the odds you get that Tuesday? I should see if I can do that. See if I can make that happen. We'll cross our fingers. One day mail. So Sue is though saying the Memories and More classes as well. A hot toddy, yes, a little alcohol. Yes, that's good. Thins the blood a little. I love the snowflake one. There's something about the snowflakes that I love a lot. This one. I like this one a lot too. It's fine. I know, Cindy, but I thought, if I mail that, you would have it maybe by Tuesday. But this one is pretty too. Memories and More, though. Sue was saying that she loves the meta of Memories and More. So I'm going to show you. Oh, I like this one a lot too with the seashells. That one's pretty. Pink and brown. The pink and brown is that's pink and brown. That's pink and brown. That one's pink and brown. Barb, I got you there. I don't know which pink and brown one you mean. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what's coming up for Memories and More. Okay, so this is the third Memories and More class this year, right? So this one, and we did hand penned, which was from the annual catalog, and we did the Heart and Home, which was from the mini catalog. The last one with the flowers. Oh, that one's pretty, yes. So in the mini catalog here, there is another Memories and More kit, okay? So this is on the calendar. Hi, Jody Starman. This is on the calendar already, and it is, I'll have to look at what it says it is, but it's in here with the Santa Express, okay? So it's Christmas. So if you go to page 17 of the mini catalog, it's the Santa Express Memories and More card pack and note cards and envelope. I am not using these two things though. I'm using other things. I feel that will work better with it. I'm pulling in, let me show what I'm pulling in. So I'm going to pull in these festive pearls instead. And there's red ones in here. And then I'm pulling in the red and the green ribbon. So that will be the collection of products for this one. And if you guys want to already get signed up for it, you can. I have a sign up sheet started. If you're looking for information on it, if you go to, my website, I'm right in it. Hang on. Events. You guys go to my calendar of events. If you toggle, I'm thinking it's out here already. Is it that? No, that's Stamp a Stack. Maybe I don't have it out there yet. Hang on. But let's just look at my calendar really quick. Because if you guys are ever uncertain, sometimes it's always on here. So in October, it's right here, November. Nope, I don't have it on my calendar of events yet, but it's on here, my paper schedule, you guys. It's November 2nd in person and November 3rd online. So it's the first Thursday in November, and it's the same price as I've always done. It's $50 for porch pickup, or it's $60 mailed. So it would be in person or porch pickup, or if you want to have it mailed. You can definitely already sign up for that. You don't have to pay for it right now by any means. You can if you want to. I'll just mark you paid right away. But the main thing is I get your name on the list. And it's crazy to think that it's July. So we have August, September, October, November, but that's only 4 months away. So yeah, isn't that crazy how fast that time is going to go? I don't want the summer to end quite yet, you guys. So, but that's the next Memories and More card class. It should be good. It's going to be a little bit different though. I'm trying to find you guys back here on my video. If you guys stick around too, I'm going to do announcements of who the winners are for the Top Fan and the monthly card challenge. So I have those for you guys. This Santa Express one was different. This one and the hand pen and the Heart and Home, you could divide the pack in half and have extra half left over. The Santa Express, they did it different. I think they had 3 sets of each of the large cards. And I don't know if it was 6 sets of the small cards. So they had lots of more duplicates. And so you're still going to end up with leftovers, but it's going to be a little bit different going through it. So just heads up on that. So, all right, I found myself again. Perfect. So you guys are back. Okay, so we're going to do announcements. Oh, it's sale-a-bration time too, you guys. So just know that sale-a-bration board is started. And if you've placed an order with every $50 in an order, you'll get your name on the sale-a-bration board. So that started. And I have my top, I'm going to cough, I think. So when I was having the camera down, you guys, you didn't have to see me coughing every time, but now you might have to. So I have here, I'm going to announce things. I'm not going to do a random number generator. I did the drawing already, so I could just announce because I was going to save myself a little time in talking. So since it is the first Facebook Live of the month, like class, I have top fans for June, and then the monthly creative challenge, the class card challenge, and the newsletter. So I'm going to tell you guys who those winners are. And we will do a random number generator for all who attended this class in person and online. So, Latokia, I'll put your name down for my number 28. So you get in on the drawing. Okay. So hi, Pat Thomas. All right. So top fans Top Fan has changed, you guys. I can't just pull a list off of Facebook like I used to be able to do. They changed that back in April. I have to go in my phone and act like I'm a guest on my account and see the top fans that way. And what I do is I scroll through and I put my finger, and where it stops, that's who gets it. So I pulled 4 names, and the winners are drum roll please, Miss Linda Hodge, who loves that sweet. I just saw your comment. So Linda Hodge, you were a top fan for the month of June. If you're wondering, top fan, you get a little gem next to your name in Facebook. And you get that when you like, comment, and share a lot of the Cards by Christine stuff. And so then I can go in and draw winners. So I love it. So Linda Hodge, Barbara Godby, woohoo, Barbara. Yeah, they made it really difficult for me. It used to be easy and now things have been quirky lately. So congratulations to Linda and Barbara, and also to Francis Rodriguez. Woohoo, Francis, you are a top fan prize winner. And then last but certainly not least, my other Linda. I was going to say my other Linda, but I have lots of Lindas. But another Linda, Miss Linda Hall. Linda Hall, you are a top fan for the month of June. And so I pull some prizes from my stash of retired product for you guys. So congratulations. For the monthly creative challenge for June, there were maybe about 8 to 10 people that submitted entries. So thank you to everybody for sharing your creativity with us. I can't remember off the top of my head. It was 4th of July theme and something else. And there were some patriotic cards in there. I love seeing that. So the winner for the monthly creative challenge was Barb Johnson. Woohoo, Barb, congratulations. You will win a prize from my vault as well. For the class card challenge, there were a handful that submitted their pictures of their cards from classes they took with me. I love to see that you guys put your cards together. It makes me happy. Happy dance. So Angela Knutson, I know you're not watching now, but you're going to watch the replay later. So congratulations to you, Angela. You are a lucky duck winner of a prize. And then last but certainly not least, I do a newsletter every month. And now that I've done the drawing and the announcements of who won, I can wrap up my newsletter. I just remembered that it's already July 9th and I need to get the newsletter out. So now I can finish off the newsletter. So how the newsletter works is I always sneaky put a question there. It's not always a question, but I always kind of preface it with, to be entered into the drawing, to answer this question for me. It's not like a generic question about how's your day going, or did you see this, or it's not generic. It's and I sometimes put in there sneaky. I hit it here, right? So I will get people that'll email me and say, is this the question? I'll be like, no, so sorry, but I don't mean it to be mean, but I really make it sneaky just to make sure you guys are reading the newsletter, right? So what happens is I put everybody who answers the question into a drawing, and I have a $10 product gift certificate with me. So that you can get like a little shopping spree. It's not good for classes. It's always for product. So the winner chicken dinner is Miss Carla Lake. Woohoo, Carla. Sorry. I knew that was coming. So Carla Lake, you won a $10 gift certificate with me. So what you can do, instead of placing an order, if you don't want to, Carla, you get stuff regularly from me. You could say, hey, I want a liquid glue and a pack of dimensionals, or I need a bone folder, or I need this. And as long as it's $10 or under, I can always throw something small in with your next package, so you don't have to place a specific order. Or if you do place an order, I'll take $10 off your order and I'll give you a rebate, kind of like how Menards works, where you get a rebate check in the mail. So if you place an order for, like, let's say $60, we'll take $10 off. You still qualify for a class, and I'll send $10 back in your package. So congratulations to Carla and Angela, Barb, Linda, Barbara. Oh my gosh, 2 Barbs. And then Francis. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have 28 plus 8, 36 people who took the class with me. So I will do random number generator on my phone. So we'll pull that up really quick and see who the winner of another prize is. So we're going to put 36 into my phone. I'm going to flip down so you guys can see. I'm going to generate 27. Oh my gosh. It's Cindy Redry. Cindy, woohoo! Sorry, I got squeaky there, you guys. Cindy, yay! It paid off that you got written second to last on my sign-up sheets because you just won a prize. And that makes up for me forgetting to write your name down a little bit, hopefully. So sometimes that happens, you guys. So it never hurts to, if you're uncertain, if I captured you for a class, don't hesitate to reach out and ask me. But I forgot to write Cindy's name down for class, and we're making it right by sending her kits. It's just that she didn't have them in time for today, or to have for her what she needed on Tuesday. But you guys are patient with me, and I'm patient with you too. So it all works back and forth. But so yay to Cindy. Woohoo. So I'll put a prize in with your package then. Woohoo. I like it. Okay. So I think that's it for now, guys. I feel like we did great. We kept it down to about 2 hours. Hildy still loves my lives, even though I'm sick and enthusiastic. I try to be, guys. I don't know if I could have pulled that off on Thursday night. I feel like I might have fainted in front of you if I would have done class on Thursday or yesterday, but I had enough oomph in me to do it today. So, okay. So rest and working a little bit. I know you guys are all telling me go lay down and go to bed and drink some tea, and I'm going to do that. And when I feel a little bit better, I'm going to come back out here and keep working on stuff. But I just looked over here, you guys. I still have paper pumpkins, and I'm leaving paper pumpkins here until they're gone, okay? So if anybody missed out on the paper pumpkin for June, which was pick a crop, I have 4, F-O-U-R, 4 left, and they need to find some happy homes. So reach out to me if you are interested in one of the paper pumpkins. So, thank you everybody for all your hugs and loves and prayers. When you hear me next, it'll be Tuesday, I think. Tuesday, I'm going to merge Tip Tuesday into the showcase is my plan. And a reminder for the Let's Just Stamp attendees on Monday, I'm moving that out to Monday the 18th. I believe I have 3 or so people here that are going to be working, and I'm going to be wanting to work with them just to make sure everything's on track. And so I'm going to move the Let's Just Stamp to the 18th. So we'll see you guys on Tuesday the 19th for the showcase. You guys, I have lots of beautiful cards to show you from the holiday catalog. So, thanks everybody for your well wishes. I really appreciate it. Lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and lots of love to you. Bye, everybody.